Hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Rachel Klein and I will be your presenter for the next 20 minutes. Today is a bit of a continuation from yesterday. So we have been talking about reporting options. So we are going to continue in the donations workbook 105. And today we're going to be looking at pages 9 through 15. So if you want to purchase the workbook or follow along with us, you can head out to churchwindows.com and you can purchase this workbook, D105. It's $12 to download. And then if you want us to mail it to you and put it in like a binder ready format, I'll print it out. We can mail it to you. You can purchase it that way, and it's $22. But we're also recording this, so you can rewatch this webinar anytime out on our website, which is churchwindows.com. A gentleman here will kind of clean it up a little bit and then load it up on the website. It's usually up by the end of the week. So you can check it out or let other people know that you think this might be beneficial for it. They can watch it out on our website. There is a place for you to ask questions. Josh is logged in here with me today to do that. So if you expand the questions section on your GoToWebinar toolbar, feel free to type in any questions you might have there, and he will do his best to get you an answer. Or you can wait till the end of the webinar too. I might actually answer the question that you were going to be asking. But if you wait till the end, you can type it in there, and I'll kind of read over the questions, and if I think they might be beneficial to the people listening, I'll read them out loud and give you an answer that way. Okay, so let's get started. Let me open up the donations module. We are still working in version 21.18.1. You can always verify your version on the main screen of Church Windows. This is our most current version, so if you see something a little older than that, you can head out to the website and you might be able to download the update from there, or you can always call in, send us an email, and we can help you get up to date that way. All right, so we're going to continue our talk about reporting with the log report. So let me pull that open. So yesterday we covered all, yesterday we covered all these fields and some of the different tabs. If you missed yesterday's webinar, again, hop out on our website and you can check it out. It should be up maybe Friday or Monday. But a couple other fields we didn't get to yesterday that I want to touch on today. This field here, it says show reversed. Okay, so this is a good checkbox to use if you ever need to run a report and see what reversals or changes have been done to your donation transactions. So let me go ahead and check that, and I'm going to hit print just so you can see what a reversal looks like. Let me grab my highlighter real quick. So right here, if we're talking about Lucy, we see 3/4 was her donation date, came into missions, and it came in for $50. And then if you look down here, you can see here's a -50. This was the reversing transaction. Okay, so if you see the parentheses, the negative sign, that's going to inform you that we have a reversal displayed. Okay, and again, if I go back and I uncheck show reversed and I hit print, you can see that now Miss Lucy's not on here anymore. Okay, it's just showing active, if you will, donations. Okay, so that is the show reversal checkbox. Pretty straightforward there. There's also this little subtotals checkbox. So if I leave that checked and hit print, let me grab my highlighter again so you can see what it's doing. The subtotals are going to do just that. It's going to give you a line, and then it's going to give you a subtotal. Okay, and now if I get rid of this, close out, uncheck the show subtotals box, and hit print, now you can see it's just giving us the details of the transaction. It's not adding it together for us. Okay, just depends on what you need to see for your reports. The next thing I want to show you is this suppress repeating transaction data. By default, this is going to be checked. If we uncheck it, I'm going to hit print just so you can see what it's doing. If I uncheck that box, it's going to repeat or duplicate the information. So like from here down, you can see this is all the same information just repeated multiple times. If I clear this out and I come in and I check that suppress repeating transactions data checkbox, I hit print. It just makes for a little bit of a neater report. So you can see that because these 3 columns all showed the same information, it's just cleaning them up by removing them. Okay, so you would know for this transaction to general fund, it carries the same check number, donation date, transaction number. Okay, completely up to you if you want to see that repeated information or not. Starting page number down here at the bottom. This is pretty handy if you need to put together like a packet of reports. Say you have a committee meeting and you need to print multiple reports. You can adjust the page number. So if I just leave it at 1, which is the default, and hit print, you can see up at the top it's printing page 1 of 10. Now, let's say this is going to be my second report in my packet, and it's going to start on page 5. I could change my starting page number to 5, hit print, and now up at the top, it's page 5 of 14. Okay, just an option for you. You don't have to use it, but if you ever want to build a packet together, it's a nice tool there. Show long date and time. By default, that box, again, is going to be unchecked. It's just going to give you the day of the week and the date itself, month, day, year. If I check to show long date and time, it is going to give me the actual time that I printed the report. Okay. Again, customizing options here. Let me uncheck that. I do want to point this section out as well because I think this is pretty important. This is the payment methods section. When donations are entered, you have the option to specify what payment method you want to see, or what payment method the gift is, I should say. You can go in, by default, these are all going to be checked again, but you can come in and you can uncheck some. So say you just want to see, let me uncheck all these. Let's say you just want to see your cash donations. You can uncheck everything but cash, hit print, and then when the report generates, it's going to do that. It's just going to show you the gifts that came in as cash. Oops, let me get rid of that little highlighter. Pretty straightforward. You can mix and match and have one of them or all but one, whatever you need there for your reports. Now, this down here, this little checkbox is really, really powerful that I think a lot of people don't notice. This is actually a Save Selections as Default checkbox. So if you are working in a report in Church Windows and you always run the report the exact same way, once you get those credentials put in or your report set up, all you have to do is check that Save Selections as Default box, and the next time you come in, it's going to remember that and build the report the same way. Okay, so let me show you how that works. If you come in here, you put in your credentials for how you need the report to look. You have to check this box, and then you have to hit print. Okay, if you just check this box and hit cancel, it's not going to remember the criteria that you put in. You check the box, you hit print, the print preview is generated, then the next time you come in here, it's going to save those selections for you. Okay, so that's a really, really handy feature if you're always running the same report. Build it, check the box, hit print, and then the next time you come in here, those filters or those settings will already be set in here for you. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is the export button down here at the bottom. All of the reports we have in donations have the option to export them. There are two places you can export a report. You can come down here at the bottom and hit export, and it's going to give you an option. You can choose just the regular export data, hit the down arrow, and then you can choose a format that you want. Okay, lots of different formats here. You have Excel file, comma separated value, text file. You can do a PDF. Lots of options here. Same thing for send an email. Say you built this report, you want to shoot it out to somebody in an email, you can definitely do that. Hit the down arrow, choose the format that you want. It'll create the file. Then the program is going to look to whatever your default emailing program is, and then it's going to pull up and compose a new message for you. I don't have email on this machine, or I would show you. This is just for demonstrations. But it's a really handy feature. Say you need to shoot a report out to the pastor, or say there's a committee meeting tonight and you need to get them a report. You can come in here, you can hit export, choose the send via email, choose your format, and you can send it that way. Okay, but you can also come over here and export the report. Say you just use Gmail, so you always have to go out to Google to access your email, which is what I do. If that's the case, just hit the down arrow, go to PDF file, or whatever file you want, and then choose the location where you want it to save. So let's say I just want to PDF this report. I'm going to click OK through these options. I'm not changing a thing here. And then it's going to pull up my Save As location, so I can decide where I want my report saved. I'm going to go Desktop. I'm going to say Save. It's created that report for me. It'll ask me if I want to open it. I'll say no for this example. But then if I come out here and minimize church windows, you guys should be able to see right here. Here's my PDF of the report, and then I just attach this to an email like I would any file. Okay, pretty slick. Let me get back out to donations here. So that's your exporting option. Now you can also come down here and hit print and see the print preview, and there's the export and the email button here. It's going to give you the same information. You can just get to it 2 different places, okay? All right, let's see where I'm at here. On to page 14 in the workbook. A couple things up here. You do have a little print icon. This is what you would hit when you're ready to actually send this document to your printer. You also have a page setup. A lot of people aren't aware that this is where you would go to change it to a different orientation, if that's something you'd want to. If we dropped one of these columns, we could probably fit it on a portrait orientation, save a page or 2. But this is where you would go swap that. Up here at the top, you have this little blue letter I. This is really handy. This is your information button. So anytime you're looking for some information on the report that we're working on, if you just hit that little I, it's going to give you your transaction count. It's going to give you your total donations broken up by cash checks and then the remaining and other. It's going to give you your date occurred range, your sorted by, and then if there's any additional criteria that you have put in on the prior tabs, it's going to fill that in here. Okay, so you'll be able to see what criteria you use to build this report. Transaction count and the donation totals is really helpful. Okay, so that's your little I button. Let me close this. Let me get out of here. And I know that was quick, but that is really all that I had to cover today for the rest of the reporting features. So let me take a peek over here at questions and see if there's anything coming in. I know we covered a lot. Let me see if I can help Josh get some answers. Looks like these are pretty specific questions to their data. Let me see if there's something I can read aloud here. Yeah, if you guys have any questions regarding specifically what I covered today, please type those in for me and we'll get you an answer that way. Give me 1 second while I read through a couple of these. Yeah, Carol, I'm reading through your question. I think a call or an email is going to be best for us to get you an answer. Definitely happy to help you. I'm just not sure we're going to be able to get into something that specific today. You guys are welcome. Thanks for attending. I know it wasn't too long of a webinar, but I do feel like we did cover a decent amount of stuff for reporting that should help you with not even the log report, but a lot of the other reports that you would run in donations. And if you guys have to go, please feel free to sign out. That is totally fine. But if you have a question, type it in. I'll be happy to answer it. And if I don't see any questions pop in here in the next minute or two, I will just close the webinar a little early. All right, I don't see anything coming in. I'm going to go ahead and close the webinar. I hope you guys learned something today that you'll be able to take with you and find useful for your job. If you come up with questions, please call us on our support line or shoot us an email at support@churchwindows.com and we can get you an answer that way. And as always, the webinars are recorded and they will be cleaned up and uploaded to our website by end of week or early next week. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.